Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of I Cast Fireball, an actual play 5e D&D adventure where we go through the campaign Skulls and Shackles. I am Thomas, your DM for this adventure, and around the table we have
Lieutenant Ignis Halcon,
Maximus Shans,
Ataraxia Kalian,
and Buster Bilgewater.
leaving Sandara on the boat, ready to accept Spellpan Pete and his magical items. The crew sets out to the forest, to the mystical realm portal into the Fey realm that was talked about by the Fauns in the Sylvan Mask. Ataraxia sort of being, I would say led, but being comforted and touched by this music on the wind, this music that it sort of just resonates through his body, his soul, and reminds him of times long, long, long ago before he could remember. The rest of the crew supporting, thinking, and wondering what's going to happen once they get to this mystic portal. Now, as they journey forward, they come to a seemingly dead end of trees, shrubbery, bushes. But after some prodding, after some investigation, there's a very deep, resounding voice that echoes forward and calls to them as a gigantic tree ant stands up before them. And that is where we join our adventurers on this week's episode of I Cast Fireball. So, you see this gigantic tree ant before you stand amongst the shrubbery, the bushes. The pathway is not cleared as the tree ant stands up, however, but it does sort of become less dense the higher it goes as this deep voice resonates and calls out to you.
Well, young adventurers, I presume you wish to pass through to the other side?
That is my intent, yes. Hello, I am Ataraxia Kalian, captain of the Satyr Song. You see before you my council. I have been told that at this location is a way that I might be able to cross over to the land of my heritage.
Such haste in you, Satyr.
Oh, we're going to play this game, aren't we?
But not to belabor it too much, but
I will give you passage to the portal, which would give you passage to the first world.
Booyah.
But
Oh.
there's a butt.
I am sorry. Would you wish to?
Oh no.
I did not.
This could take
just
forever.
really stoked to get to the first world, man.
I really thought we were going to have to fight him.
sorry, I'm pulling your leg here.
But I've been instructed that to give you a test of some kind before the pathway opens before you. Do you accept this test?
Yep.
Excellent.
Is it like a group test, or is it like an individual
Yeah,
test?
Buster's sitting down with the chest eating a sandwich. He's given up on this.
May all answer and confirm. But if you take until the sun sets, you will have to begin again. First, Riddle.
First.
Oh, good.
I have cities, but no houses. I have mountains, but no trees. I have water, but no fish. What am I?
Can you repeat all of that in a normal voice?
Yep, here it is.
Yeah.
I have cities, but no houses. I have mountains, but no trees. I have water, but no fish. What am I?
I turn to my crew. It's a map?
I think Ned nailed it.
Ataraxia says map, and Ignis looks at him, thinks through the riddle, and then kind of glares at him. This 13-year-old just out-intelligenced her.
And yeah, Buster's just eating his sandwich, looking disinterested in this whole exchange.
Max is trying to type it all out on Chat GPT, but it just wasn't fast enough.
It's all about having a clear
Matt
mind.
is
Sometimes it's
far
more about
superior
wisdom
in
than
that
intelligence.
than Mickey is, but like Ignis thinks that she should have done more than.
It's wisdom.
That's the
Honestly,
bard
Buster's
for ya.
whole deal is intelligence. He's not even really paying attention.
He's like, what? He's like, what? Riddles aren't practical, you know? What do riddles get you in life?
That's a good Buster there, Jacob.
The teenager Buster.
I mean,
That was a good Buster.
What are you
I don't
doing?
know. I was trying.
Can you stop?
I also like how, by the way, we haven't played in a month, as you can tell. I also like how the guy who takes freaking forever to talk was also like, don't take forever with this, guys. He's like, if he takes us sundown, then we got to start over.
If you wait
Fair.
till I'm done
Fair.
talking, you'll have to wait
You'll
until
be too
tomorrow.
late.
Gosh. Take your time.
It's a map.
The Sator said the map. What are you talking
Oh. It is. Well done.
Thanks, dude.
And you can see part of the shrubbery start to move away and like retract from around you.
That took me 2 years to write, you dumb satyr.
All right, I'll say it in my normal voice. Born in the woods, shaved by a knife, decorated by nature, I dance in the breeze. What am I?
Is it wind chimes?
Wind chimes is a good one. I like that.
Born in the woods, shaved by a knife, decorated by nature, I dance in the breeze. What am I?
Decorated by nature, though? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't fit.
Shaved with a knife?
I mean,
Weather vane comes to mind.
What's a
how's-
weather vane in this world?
How's that shaved by a knife?
It's the knife the knife is throwing me off a little bit. Decorated by nature. Is there an animal that would be shaved by a knife?
A sheep?
that's what I thought was sheep,
They don't really dance.
How does a
But,
sheep dance
yeah.
in the wind?
not decorated.
Well, I'm thinking like carved, something made of wood.
That's why I thought wind chimes, but
Wind chimes is a really good one for that. Because you could decorate it with leaves, or decorate it with feathers, or decorate it with.
Is there like a phone a friend or a...
There are 3 lifelines you
can we phone a friend?
Multiple choice. Can I phone a friend?
Yeah.
Who's sending stone a friend?
the audience of the forest.
And like,
Hey,
Speak with
Hey there,
animals.
tree
Anyone
buddy.
with animal in this campaign?
oh my
Mr. Whatever your name was. What how many chances do we get to answer your riddle?
You get but 1
Oh, good.
chance.
And if we screw up once, it's done?
If you screw up once, I will give you another
Oh,
Chance?
riddle.
should I just try wind chimes? I look at everybody.
Here's another thought, real quick, before we commit to anything. Who has the highest investigation modifier?
Can we roll for this?
I have a +7.
You can roll for some
Oh.
assistance. This is D&D we're playing here, folks.
It's been 7 weeks since we recorded.
I'll roll an investigation. Can I do that?
Go for it.
Yes, you may, with Ataraxia's help, being not necessarily directed, but consulting with your captain, I will allow you to roll with advantage.
Okay.
here.
First roll's a
Roll
25,
an intel.
and that's my best roll.
Ooh, that is a ginormous roll. As you think through it, it doesn't quite make there is, as you stated, the phrase "shaved by a knife" doesn't quite make sense, and you have to feel like maybe the knife in this instance is more of instead of it being a literal knife, is more of like the elements. Water, wind, other critters that might be interacting with this particular item to shave, shape, to carve almost.
Beaver's teeth.
which would allow it to dance in the breeze. And this feeds into the decorated by nature. So you feel strongly that the shaved by a knife, you shouldn't take that so literally, that it might be something associated with...
I might be losing the thread and getting too far off here, but is there any chance that it's pollen? What is it like for bees to get pollen? Do they suck or scrape? Okay, I wasn't sure.
It sticks to them.
Yeah, it does the Velcro thing. I mean, it could just be a tree. It could be a leaf.
I think it sounds like a tree.
Yeah, I was thinking like a willow tree, like dances in the wind.
Now you do feel strongly it's not pollen, but it's probably something. It's something.
The earth is carved by a river. Like a river will carve a valley out of like through a mountain.
You feel with a 25. That's so high. It's so high. You feel pretty strongly that it has something to do with a tree. Something. Whether it is tree or something associated with that, it's something to do with a tree.
A branch?
What in nature carves a branch? Like what critter is carving a branch?
A beaver will cut down a tree.
It's born in nature. Branches dance in the wind. Trees are carved in nature because they are shaped and they dance in the wind.
You think the answer's just a tree?
It's either branch or tree, but I don't think it's tree.
It's shaved with a knife?
Shaved by a knife.
That's the thing that's throwing me just for a total... I would say tree otherwise. I just think, trees are best guess. It's got to go simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decorated by nature, vines, moss, bird's nest.
Yeah.
You do use a
tree.
knife on a tree to make things, I suppose.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Tree.
That is wise of you to answer tree.
But incorrect.
Oh my gosh.
I was like waiting for him to say, but it's wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong, yeah.
All that work for tree. Buster's sitting back down and eating a sandwich some more.
He's like,
My 25 was that wind chimes is wrong.
I liked wind chimes, though. That was a good one.
I happen to particularly like that one.
It's very fitting.
He's a tree. Haha.
Thank you.
As he sort of bows, and you see the shrubbery and vines have almost cleared a path forward for you. You feel like you almost could break through.
Final riddle.
I hide in shadows darker than night. Find me to reveal a thief's plight. What am I? I hide in shadows darker than night. Find me to reveal a thief's plight. What am I? And I'm just realizing now that Mickey is literally writing this down with a quill and pen.
Is a thief's plight's getting caught, right?
My first thought is a lie.
A lie, being caught in a lie.
Because it hides.
Because a plight is a dangerous, difficult, or otherwise unfortunate situation.
What's the beginning line again?
I hide in shadows darker than night. Find me to reveal a thief's plight.
Find me to reveal a thief's plight. I hide in shadows. Yeah, a lie's not bad.
Or a stealth roll.
But do you find a lie?
You can find out a lie. I don't know. I'm not saying that's the answer. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
No, I like that. I like it.
Find me to reveal a thief's plight. A trap?
I'm not gonna lie, my first instinct, because I was in such tree mode, was like some kind of fungus, like a mushroom cap or something. I was like some kind of like a thieves cap.
Well, let's roll to see if we're on the right track.
Darker than night means it's probably not a real object. It's probably a thought or idea or like something like a
Could
lie.
I roll a stealth check to see if I can
Secrets?
understand, put myself in the situation of my stealth hunting skills?
You know, in improv, they always encourage you to say yes and.
I'm trying here, Thomas.
But it's a stealth roll. I don't feel sounds appropriate to me.
I mean,
Here.
get a nat 20 with disadvantage. 1 in 400
I could roll
chance.
another investigation check. I don't know what that'll get us. He'll just give us another riddle if we get it wrong, right? Or
I don't feel like a stealth roll is the way to go on this one.
A lie's not bad.
Wait, a thief's plight, a dangerous situation for a thief. It's Batman.
That's the answer. It's Batman.
Darker than night.
It's in
That signal.
It's vengeance.
Darker than night implies it's negative, like it's a bad thing. The unknown, the
Gotham, Rachel, Gotham, Martha.
Now,
Why did you say that name?
I think an investigation check would be helpful. I don't want to be the one to roll it.
I think investigation would be
Mickey, would you like to
Go for it.
to flex
You can do it.
your investigative
Nope.
skills?
I support Buster. Just thinking in his little bunny brain as he's eating.
Do I still have what's it called? Advantage?
This time you do not.
12.
You got the Sport Bardic Inspiration.
What do I roll for that?
It's a D8, I believe, or are you up
Yep,
to a D10?
D8 currently.
Do I roll it or you roll it?
You roll it, Josh.
Okay, rolling it. 15 altogether.
15 total. Very nice. I hide in shadows darker than night. Find me to reveal a thief's plight. What am I? With a 15, trying to figure out how much information to give without, like, giving it, right?
Is it an idea or is it something tangible? Is it the
Animal, vegetable, or mineral.
It's not something you can physically hold, but it is something you can see. So it's not a physical object that you could hold, right? So it's not tangible. That was a good question, or a helpful question for me to be able to answer.
You can't hold it, but you can see it.
Yes, you can see this thing. With a 15, that's how much
like
I
the
feel
exit
I can
or
give
like
you.
the
Had you rolled higher, I would have been more specific.
So feel bad about that, Josh.
thieves' plight.
Can we seduce the ant?
Honestly, Buster gets tired of waiting. He walks up and he just goes, "Is it a lie?"
It's all a lie.
You guessed a lie, but I'm afraid it is a shadow.
Wait, wasn't the first line
Our
about
shadows darker than night.
How do shadows
How
hide
do
in
shadows
shadows?
hide? Your answer's in the riddle.
I gotta listen better. I thought he had said shadow somewhere in there.
He did.
He did. He said, I hide in shadows darker than
Wait,
night.
the answer to the riddle is in the riddle?
Yes.
Boo! Boo this end, everybody.
It's like saying, "I'm white as teeth and in your mouth."
Teeth. Plaque. What is it? Gosh.
That's so dumb.
I'm rethinking my riddle.
You bring up some excellent points, little bunnies.
Good constructive criticism.
I tried really
Honestly,
hard here.
your first riddle rocked. Like, that was such a good riddle.
I probably stole it.
The second riddle was good. I felt bad for not thinking tree, and it was simpler than we thought.
I can bring up my favorite riddle and I won't help with it, but my companion can try to figure it out. It's nature related.
Of
Thomas,
course,
do you
Ned
have more
has
riddles?
a
Do you want to give us
nature-related
another riddle?
right on his
Yeah.
like.
We'll give you one more riddle here because I feel bad about that, and I just realized Shadow was in the premise.
I'm white as teeth and I'm in your mouth. That was so
I'm white as teeth. Josh, take an inspiration for that. That was real good. I'm white as teeth and I'm in your mouth. Whatever. Disease.
A canker sore.
Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. Yeah, Ned, you want?
Yes.
I will give you another chance.
This has gotten so. You can tell we haven't been together in a while.
Oh my gosh.
We're just having fun.
Oh man. All right. Listen
Okay,
to Ned.
hit us with it.
If you have a bee in your hand, what do you have in your eye?
If you have a bee,
In your hand, what do you have in your eye?
I'm going to roll a nature check.
What about survival?
I could do that too.
What do you do with bees? I do feel like it doesn't have to do with bees.
Can I roll a nature check?
It's not so much. You know what? Roll a nature check.
11.
11. You figure the bee part is more about the sound than it is the actual creature.
Not a physical bee. If the bee is in the word,
A band.
band.
Bee.
Behand.
What do you have in your eye?
I think I know it. Is it behind?
You have a behind in your
Is
eye?
that your final answer?
No, it's not my final answer.
You have a behind in your eye, Thomas?
You have
I'm just
behind in
curious.
your eye.
I'm so great with riddles, guys, that
If you have a bee in your hand, you have a behind in your eye.
Yeah. So yeah, Max, you get it's not about the bee, the creature. It's about the word bee. It's about the word play.
Behold.
Yes.
Behold.
Because you hold with your hand and you behold with your eye.
Okay.
That was the nature
It's
check.
in the eye of the beholder.
That's what I was thinking was eye of the beholder.
Because the bee's in the hand. Can I do animal handling?
Animal.
Jake, that's a really good one.
You know what? Get a natural 20 with disadvantage.
I mean, behold a beholder.
Any other checks we want to make?
I rolled a 5, so I don't think I get anything unless you want to.
I'm really good at perception. We're talking about eyes. Perception check?
I can give you a perception check, actually.
Sure. Let's do that. Let's do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. That's a 26.
When you say Eye of the Beholder, Mossgrumble takes a sharp inhale.
I inhaled sharply.
Oh, is it Eye of the Beholder? Is it beauty? If it's beauty?
No, he took a sharp intake. He's nervous. He doesn't like me saying that. So it's a beholder.
Beauty? Is that what you're saying? Like beauty is in the eye of the beholder?
I'm
I'm going to take inspiration from from Buster, and I'm going to be like, a beholder. Thinking of my monster hunting.
I like taking a swing for it.
You're going to go with Beholder?
Yes.
Beholder, I think, yes?
The answer is beauty.
Why is he taking a sharp intake then?
Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Because you're on the right track.
Oh, boy.
Eye of the Beholder? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder?
Of the Beholder. Investigation is the thing you roll for
I
deduction.
know, but I'm not good at investigation.
So I'm giving you what you're rolling with.
I know.
Let's see here. The interesting part here. The shrubbery, as you say that, it goes,
That is incorrect.
the shrubbery dissipates and it actually pulls back and the pathway clears forward for you. Which is odd because we didn't get it right. And the third riddle was so lame that why on earth would this happen? And then I am going to roll to see which one of you this grabs. Ignis, you feel something come over you.
Rage.
Pure,
Contempt.
unadulterated rage.
You just feel like a chill reach you from come over you from your head to your toe. It just passes. The rest of you, when you glance towards Ignis, you notice that her entire bright red hair color is not bright red anymore. In fact, it is shifting from a neon blue into a dark green right now. And as she looks at each of you, her eyes are a bright yellow. And then one transitions to dark black, and then the other goes back to a deep blue. And Ignis, you are not aware of any of this, but this is called ever-shifting appearance. And your hair and eye color are fey-touched, and they are constantly shifting, but you're not for sure for how long.
What y'all looking at?
You feel okay there, Iggy?
Iggy?
I see that the first world has blessed you with a minor curse.
Blessed with a minor curse.
That's paradoxical.
Yes.
He gestures to like clear. He actually holds out his hand, and like a small pool of water sort of like beads up on his hand that you're able to like look down into and see your face.
What in the nine hells is going on? And she starts pulling at her hair and backs away from the reflection and is holding her hair in her hands and watching it.
Yeah, we didn't agree to get cursed for being bad at your stupid rhymes, Tree.
But you agreed and desired passage, did you not?
I'm going to turn to the rest of my crew and say, guys, we are going into the realm of the Fae. If you're not cool with this, what we're seeing right here, right now, you're not going to do well inside there, and you should probably stay behind.
Okay, fine. I'm answering the next one. I'll take the next curse then. Jeez.
The pathway is clear before you. 3 answers to 3 riddles is all we required. Correct insight to the trickery of the first world gave you safe passage.
Buster turns to Max and he goes, Max, you remember when we set all those eggs down, we had that talk about how I keep doing things I don't like and make me feel bad about myself. I want to burn this tree to the ground. I want to burn it to the ground. I need you to stop me from burning it to the ground.
I want to do that too. I don't like... I congratulate you and bid you safe.
Like starting to conjure fire in my hand.
If we do that, the path might close.
Ignis will march up to the end, even though it's a lot taller than her. As they're having this conversation to the side, Ignis will march up to him. Reverse it! Take it back!
I cannot reverse what the first world has imparted. You will need to appease the first world spirits, or let it run its course.
In my knowledge of religion or history and the Fae stuff I learned about, would I know how to do that?
Hey, maybe, Buster's got like a wild look to his eye. Maybe we should see if the tree wants to pull a card.
We don't play for a month and we get real chaotic. His eyes like twitching.
Goodness.
Buster's putting he's putting the chest back on.
You just cautioned me about
like,
not pulling the cards.
I know. I said, I know. Okay. He puts the chest back on, like strapping on the ropes to carry it. It's like...
Ignis, you asked if there's a religion or history check you could roll here, yes?
Correct. Since I just spent some time in the Port of Olo trying to find lore.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Great.
I would say it's going to be a history check, yes. And with the lore, I'm going to say the DC is going to be an 17.
That is a 22.
Ooh, very nice. 5 over. Through your breathing, you start to try to calm yourself down a little bit as you're looking at your image or trying not to look at your image through this reflection. And he did say it was a minor curse. You do know that with minor curses, oftentimes those aren't always permanent. It just might be chance or happenstance when they leave, but they do eventually leave. You think that there might not be anything that you need to do other than wait it out, if that is one option you wanted to do. Of course, you can always go to somebody, a powerful entity in the Fae realm or the First World, to have them remove it. But for something minor, most often than not, it will leave. You just don't necessarily know when, but you feel confident it's not going to be with you permanently for the rest of your life. Even for most of your life.
Maybe not even the next hour. As Ignis calms herself with those breaths and allows the emotions to subside that clouds the logic that she's supposed to have. She allows that logic side to take back over. And as she looks over to where Buster is getting the chest back on and Max is getting ready to go, we're ready to move forward. There's a flicker through that golden thread, that golden dimension, and she sees that same color flicker through Buster and another one flicker across Max's scales. In other timelines, it wasn't her. In other timelines, it had been someone else who had been cursed. And so it just so happened in this, it's not a punishment. It was just happenstance. And knowing that it will fade, she accepts that fate that Rolterra has now given her in this timeline, that it is her turn to take upon this curse. And she scowls at the Ent and then quickly turns and marches toward her crew.
As we walk away, Buster will look at the tree and he'll say, I got one thing for you. You can ponder this. You can ponder this for the rest of your life. This statement is a lie. And then I turn and I walk away.
And then he just ponders and like disappears back into the forest going.
Statement is a
And goes from there. Excellent.
You gave that Ent an existential crisis. He's going to be wondering that.
Hopefully.
forever.
But he said it was so.
But it was a lie. But
It's true.
It can't be true.
But
it's a lie.
If it is true, then it's not a lie. But if it's not a lie, then it is a lie.
Excellent. As you walk forward, you see something.
You see that while you guys have been arguing with the tree, Ataraxia is already almost across the
I
threshold.
will run to catch up.
Well, Ataraxia, let me describe what this scene. Let me describe what you see here. Ataraxia, you are being drawn towards this clearing here. This clearing is comprised mainly of, clearly nature, but like stone, like some of it being naturally formed, others seeming like almost naturally carved through some means as it stands up, as it's laid down. There are statues here, actually, and there appear to be like 4 sections of this clearing area. And this clearing does seem to be focused, have like a focal point that is pointing towards something. And you feel that same song, you feel that same energy that you were feeling in the Sylvan Mask as you've been on this journey. It's calling to you. But the portal is not open necessarily. If you feel like there's something else to be done here, but you just feel the presence of like the bond to the first world so strongly here, Ataraxia, that you go up to this archway of stone and you start to just like feel around it, and you're like, it's here. It's got to be here somewhere. Like this is the place. This is the thing. This is it here. But the portal just isn't open yet. And so I'll have you, Ataraxia, roll a perception check to get some more specific ideas of what details that you can pick out around here.
That's a 22.
Ooh. Now, the archway is directly in the center of this clearing. And with the 22, you take note of each of the 4 quadrants, because each quadrant has a statue. And these 4 quadrants, you actually can tell, have reliefs in some of the stone, and some of the stone that seems to be carved almost naturally by the wind or whatever it may be, some magic. You see that one is just bustling with winding leaves that are almost getting blown across. And directly opposite of that, you see reliefs and you see images of trees that are like sprouting from the ground. You see some where it just appears to be barren with the exclusion of like snow or some sort of winter gusts that are being blown across. And then finally you see one where everything is in full bloom, fruit is plentiful, and you get the feeling that each of these quadrants represent the 4 seasons.
The 4 courts of the Fey realm.
Exactly right, the 4 courts of the Fey realm. And each of these statues, they look to be creatures of the Fey realm itself. Some appear to be facing towards the center of the portal. Some appeared to not be facing. And each of these 4 creatures, like I said, some are facing towards the portal. Some are off, almost off of their pedestal. And they all each have pedestals. You look over and there's an Eladrin on one side, a satyr on one. Looks like you have a sprite on one, and then a dryad finally. But it looks like 2 of these are facing the portal directly, but the other 2, one is turned away from it, and finally the dryad, the final one, is almost like falling off of the pedestal that they're on.
Well, I'm going to run up and put them so they're all facing the center.
Oh, Captain,
It's about this point that the 3 of you have seen what Ataraxia has been doing once the pathway was forward. Ataraxia is showing an urgency which you can't feel excitement, but this urgency is, I don't know if it's a little new. It would resemble excitement here, but you just see this focus and this intensity to Ataraxia's face as he's being drawn to each of these statues, and Ataraxia is trying to turn and move and facing towards the portal directly here. You see this intensity with Ataraxia as he can't feel excitement, but this intensity as he's being drawn to this task, it's noticeable, and it's notable for the 3 of you to see your captain in this way.
Max is not going to interrupt his task, to stop him, but as he's doing it, he's going to talk to the captain a little bit and go,
Captain, query for you.
That's me. Answer for you.
Once we get to the first world, do you know what the next step is? How do we find your mother?
We start asking around.
We just ask, have you seen this lady?
I have. I just wasn't old enough to remember it.
I could try some divination once we're in there to try and get a sense of where, I could reach out to a deity, try and see I could I could summon a fey creature to help guide us. There's a couple. We have
get back in touch with Wino.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he was so helpful the first time.
I don't know what summoning him in the Fey realm would do, but yeah.
Captain, did your mother say where she was going specifically in the Feywild?
She never actually even said she was going to the Feywild. She just said she was going to find the person who put the curse on me and try and get it reversed.
Do you know if she worshipped Hayden Allred?
I don't think so. She probably wouldn't have, because I didn't start worshiping him until after I was in the orphanage, because it was, sponsored by him. That's one statue in place, and I start skipping across to the next one.
What god would she have worshipped? In any of her writings, did she ever talk about like a deity that she had expressed interaction or attention to?
Admiration? I would think, if I can just, off the top of my head, come up with some lore, it'd probably be Gozra, the one that Buster communed with, the god of the sea.
Do we, and this might be I'm just forgetting, what is the purpose of Ataraxia wanting to go to the Feywild again? Has he specifically said, because I worship Hayden Allred, that's where I want to go? Or because I'm a satyr, that's where I think logically she is?
Find his mom.
That's where his mom would be.
Well, I know to find his mom, but why that place? Did he make a connection that I'm forgetting?
His mom's looking for a cure for his curse, and I think for us our goal is twofold: to find his mom and cure his curse if we can.
But why the Feywild?
Because the thing that cursed him is in the Feywild.
And we know that. Okay.
I think we assume.
Only an elder, basically, or a lord of the Feywild, can remove the curse.
His mom is more experienced than him, and she decided the Fey realm is where I need to go to fix this. And we're kind of following her footsteps, essentially.
Well, he just said he doesn't know she's in the Feywild.
Yeah, my deduction is my mom prayed to the eldest of the first world so that I would be born without pain, and then when she found out it was a curse, she wanted to go get it reversed. It makes sense to me that if she's trying to do that, she's probably in the Feywild somewhere.
I mean, if I can get in contact with Ghost Ray on the other side, we can get like a legit idea of like where she is, if she's in there.
Ataraxia, I'll have you roll me an athletics check with advantage if someone's helping you move this dryad statue into place.
I'll help him.
I would be so happy if someone helped me. Okay, that is an 18.
18 is enough with Max helping out. Barely.
Oh boy.
Barely to be able to get this dryad up in position and twisted around. All 4 of these statues now in place. They don't lock into place, but you hear like the surrounding area. It was like chittering and chattering. It was buzzing about, and then all of a sudden it just went a little silent. The birds have stopped chirping. The squirrels have stopped chittering. The leaves have fallen still. In fact, you see one that was literally blowing in up, and as soon as you locked it into place, the leaf just drifted and fell directly onto the ground.
Hair's going up on end. Buster's feeling like, whoa.
Ignis pulls at her new bracers that she just stole from Spellpan Pete and tightens them, getting ready.
And why did we do that, Captain?
All of you, for the first time, you hear this beautiful song that Ataraxia has heard since the Sylvan Mask.
And I start humming along with it, and I start walking in the direction of the arch, and I'm just, coming back to my memory, the one thing, even though I don't remember the face of my mother, even though I remember practically nothing about her, the one thing I do remember is the lullaby that she would sing to me at night, this Sylvan song that she learned while she was, talking to any number of priests trying to figure out what to do, and I'm just humming along with it as I walk towards the arch.
And all of you can feel that the music, this song is changing this area, and it's warm, and then it's cold, and then it's inviting, and then it's almost like your insides are swept away, and then again, warm yet again. Almost as if you yourself are going through the 4 seasons with this song, this melody, as you walk side by side with Ataraxia up to the arch here. Ataraxia humming this tune, singing this tune, almost closing his eyes, coming up to the arch. The music has been building, this lullaby has been building that Ataraxia has been singing and has been humming to himself. You can hear the forest itself, almost as if the wind itself were singing this lullaby. And the trees are blowing to and fro, back and forth. And there's this intensity that starts to pick up. You hear this howling of wind. And you feel this song rising up within you. And you feel that something is about to happen, something that moves you, but yet keeps you in place in anticipation for what will be. And as it rises and the sound builds and builds and builds and the trees sway back, you feel this light growing and growing from the center portal. And it grows until finally the forest goes immediately silent. You open your eyes you didn't even realize were closed. And complete stillness. No song. No movement. And shockingly of all, no Ataraxia.
Dun, 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 dun.
Son of a...
If only we could have had that cliffhanger before we stopped recording for 7 whole weeks.
I've been planning on adventuring in the Feywild. For a month. Okay. What's going on? Ned, you have some splaining to do.
Oh, what? Just because I'm the improv guy, I can't have plots with the DM behind the scenes?
Oh, we know
We
that.
have a whole text channel about plotting against Thomas. No, I know you and Thomas are always
Yeah,
talking.
but this is me and Thomas against rest of party.
Plots against the cat.
I'm so nervous. I'm so worried about. I'm so worried
it.
about Ataraxia. I'm being straight. Like I'm so nervous about our little boy.
Well, your little boy's in the first world of Feywild now. And what's he doing? What's going to happen there? You'll have to find out on the next episode of I Cast Fireball. Jacob, Josh, Mickey, Ned, thank you for playing as always. Listeners, thank you for listening. You've been wonderful to join us this far along in our Season 2, our seafaring adventure, where I just realized we've released over 50 episodes now. And that's overwhelming, but also impressive. Overwhelming because there's a lot of story to get to still. So
And we're right back where we started. No captain. So uncertain about what's going on. No goal. What are we even here for? We're the Satyr's song. Ah! Okay, sorry. Existential crisis.
jump into the conspiracy theories. If you think you know what happened to Ataraxia on our patron-exclusive Discord channel, you can join that Discord by going to patreon.com/ICastFireball20. The Discord is the $5 a month tier, but we've got a ton of bonus stuff, including... I don't know if we've announced it on a main episode here. We have a bonus podcast on our $3 tier that you can go look at. It's called Fizz Band, an adventure set in the same timeline as Season 1 of a different group of adventurers who go about. That's a video podcast that we recorded. And so we've got a couple episodes released there. So go see if you'd like that. And we'd just love to hear what you think about that extra podcast. So you can shoot us an email at icastfireball2020@gmail.com. Let's give a shout out to Improv Tabletop. Ned, we're doing the Lego not brickathon. What am I trying to say?
The tension builders.
The tension builders. That's what I'm trying to say here.
But that is the name of Caleb's character in that campaign.
There we go. If you want to hear Caleb, who also guest starred on ICF, or if you just like Lego in a fun, wacky horror monster of the week format, go give them a listen. Don't forget to leave them a 5-star review on the way out. Lastly, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and fellow wacky adventurers. But until next time, I'm Thomas, your DM, and around the table we've had
Lieutenant Ignis Hakon,
Maximus Shuns,
And Buster Pilchwater! Where's Ataraxia?
Let's keep that fire going, everybody, and we'll see you all next time.